Once upon a time, in a quiet little town nestled between rolling hills, there lived a girl named Heba. She was a bright and beautiful girl with a heart full of dreams, but those dreams were clouded by a heavy cloak of shyness. In a small town surrounded by thick woods, there lived a shy girl named Heba. She rarely spoke in class. She avoided crowds and always looked down when walking. Everyone thought she was just quiet, but inside Heba was full of fears. Fear of being judged, fear of failing, fear of not being good enough. One evening, as the sun painted the sky with hues of orange and purple, Heba sat with her grandmother sipping hot chocolate. The aroma filled the air with warmth and comfort, much like her grandmother's stories. "When I was young," her grandmother began, her voice like the rustling of autumn leaves, "I used to be afraid of everything. I couldn't even step outside, because I was too scared of what people might think or say." Heba listened quietly, her eyes reflecting the flickering candlelight. "But then one day my friend told me about a magical mirror deep within the whispering woods. It could show you your truth, whatever it was that was hidden deep inside your heart. If you were brave enough to face it," she said, "it would set you free." Intrigued, Heba asked, "How does a mirror do that?" Her grandmother smiled. "A mirror shows your face, child, but this one, it showed something more, something deeper, your greatest fear." She paused, letting the silence stretch between them. It was scary, but I went. Because I knew that if I didn't face my fears, they would always hold me back from being who I wanted to be. The mirror showed me my fear, but also gave me the strength to overcome it. When I realized that the only person who could conquer my fears was me, I became fearless. A mirror in the forest that shows your greatest fear. It sounded like a fairy tale, yet Heba couldn't shake off the feeling that her grandmother was right. That night, as the moon painted silver streaks across her room, Heba pondered over her grandmother's words. Her fears kept her awake. What if the mirror really existed? What if it could help her? The thought kept her awake, her mind racing with possibilities. At sunrise, when the birds were just beginning their morning chorus, Heba slipped out of her house. The whispering woods awaited. She packed a small bag with some bread and cheese, enough to sustain her through the day. She had no idea how long she'd be gone. As she stepped out into the misty morning, the woods enveloped her in a cool embrace.
Ow.
Birds chirped overhead and the trees whispered secrets to the wind. Deeper and deeper she went until the forest grew silent, and there it was. A tall, old mirror stood between two ancient trees. Its surface shimmered, though no sunlight reached it. Hesitantly, Heba stepped closer. She had imagined many things, but what she saw in that mirror was both unexpected and terrifying. It didn't show her face. It showed her standing in front of a classroom, trembling, unable to speak. The students laughed. Her voice cracked. Her heart pounded. It was her nightmare, her biggest fear. Tears filled Heba's eyes. Her legs wanted to run, but she remembered her grandmother's words. "If you don't run, you come back stronger." So she stayed. She looked at her reflection and took a deep breath. With a voice that was small but resolute, she whispered, "I'm not perfect, but I'm trying, and that's enough." The mirror flickered as if in surprise. Her reflection changed. Now it showed her standing tall, speaking clearly, her classmates listening. No fear, just light in her eyes. The mirror glowed brighter and brighter until it seemed to swallow her whole. Then, as quickly as it had started, it ended. The mirror went dark, then turned clear, just a normal mirror now. Heba had faced her fear, and it didn't win. She returned home that evening, her steps lighter, her shoulders straighter. From that day on, Heba walked with her head held high. She spoke louder, smiled more, and most importantly, she faced her fears head-on. She learned that the bravest thing you can do is face your fear, and that it's not the fear that defines you, but the choice to rise above it.